National effort is needed if we are to survive the downturn in the economy. This from Economist Darren Conrad. Speaking on Good Morning Trinidad and Tobago, he said closer attention should be paid to the allocation of funds in these economically trying times. Dionne Baptiste has more.
Based on information coming out of the central bank and ministries, things are likely to get worse before they get better. So says economist Darren Conrad. He says, though still struggling, the economy appears to have been stabilized somewhat. However, he finds it unfortunate that we have and in some cases continue to miss the mark on issues which should have been addressed with some degree of urgency. One such issue, he says, is government spending.
There have been some efforts to reduce government spending, but that continues to be the bane of our existence. One of the main challenges is to realign those expenditures, bearing in mind that we have significant shortfalls in our oil and gas rents. So when we look at that against the backdrop of a significant percentage of the government's expenditure is in subsidies and transfers, which would be in excess of 50%. I think the most recent report coming out was in excess of 60% of government expenditure.
In these trying economic times, Mr. Conrad says greater discretion should be exercised when allocating funds. He contends that everyone, from government officials to the average citizen, must acknowledge and act on their role in righting the economy. The economist says changes must be made on a national level.
We cannot continue to maintain the levels of expenditure in the face of declining rents from oil and gas. There was a recent uptick in unemployment, which is still not too bad when we look at it still being single digits, and it is still below the global average for unemployment levels. But what I think we also need to pay attention to is the unemployment in terms of the demographics as well as the municipal areas. So for instance, while we do have a 4.4% unemployment rate, when we look at the ages, between the ages of 15 to 19, we see an unemployment rate of in excess of 10%. And then from 19 on to 25, we see an unemployment rate in excess of 13%.
Mr. Conrad said the unemployment rate in southwest Trinidad is in excess of 20%, while areas like Diego Martin is less than 2%. He believes that the issue of inequity needs to be addressed as the disparity in unemployment rates in different areas throughout the country is cause for serious concern. Dionne Baptiste, C News.